And what's good, everybody? Happy Sunday morning out here to everybody on Behind the Arc Basketball. Let's see all those bright and shining faces for this one for a good Big East Conference showdown going on. Great decision, by the way, that the Big East made right before the start of day number 2 of the NFL wildcard round to go and put on a show here for this college basketball game at the Cintas Center. It is going down between the Xavier Musketeers taking on the Providence Friars. Should be a really great game going on today with both of these teams. Before we start off the stream of this game, make sure to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here. And man, you guys know who I'm rooting for out in this one. Providence, the duo, David Duke, Nate Watson, both top 5 so far in the Big East Conference in points scored per game. And man, Nate Watson has taken a big leap up here during his senior season for PC. Has yet to fall out of a game this season. He's basically gone over his points average from last year, increased it by over 9 points per game that he was averaging last year. Basically has doubled it, and man, shooting the ball at 60% plus inside for the big fellas. He's going to be the one that's going to have to use the interior today. Going up against Xavier, this team was red hot starting out from the perimeter this season. Knocked down 19 triples in a 22-point victory at home against Oklahoma. They've trailed off last game against St. John's. They missed all 12 three-point shots. Big key today, whether the Friars can stop that perimeter for Xavier if they get hot once again. So, welcome on board here, guys. Let's see who we got out on the stream. Ian here out on the channel. We got Vegas, Roger, Warren. Glad to have each and every single one of you guys on board for this one. George, welcome in. I know who he's going for out here. He's taking the X for this one for the Musketeers. Badger, welcome on board. Big Ben, welcome on the stream. Taylor Heineke, the GOAT. Oh, man, just ripping the shreds yesterday, the Buccaneers defense. I could not believe what I was seeing. Jazz, welcome on the stream, man. Jason, back on here. Roger predicts a high-scoring game by Providence, 88-65. I don't see that at all. Providence plays like snail's pace type of basketball. They love to slow it down, and I feel like this one's going to be a low-scoring affair. So if I had to predict here, I would definitely take the under. So that's what I would do. Only stream today. No NFL streams. I covered the game yesterday. Gonna spend most of the rest of the day with my family, catching up on stuff myself that I need to do, and things like that. Later today, I'm going to release in the community tab about the game for Tuesday. Tuesday, I plan on covering Michigan versus Wisconsin at 7, but also the 9 o'clock game. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. So I'm going to release a poll around noon, around 1:30 or so. Right after the game, I'm going to release a poll for you guys to decide which game should I cover on Tuesday after Michigan versus Wisconsin. It's going to be either between, you guys will get to choose West Virginia versus Baylor or Kentucky versus Alabama. So make sure to vote on that. I'll post in the Discord when it's up as well, but be on the lookout after this game around 1:30 or so out on the community tab to vote on which game you like for me to stream on Tuesday for the 9 o'clock Eastern time game. Of course, big news coming into this game for Providence is that their point guard, Jared Bynum, the sophomore transfer from St. Joseph's, he is questionable in this game due to a groin injury. He got pulled out in the first half with about 4 minutes remaining against Creighton. They gave Creighton a run for its money in the last game, trailing by 12 points with less than 5 minutes left to go. Providence had a big comeback, but then they ultimately lost. It was a crusher for Providence. They gave up a buzzer-beater half-court shot right before halftime, and also gave up the game-winning dunk. Marcus Zagorowski passed it into the key, and over to a cutting Christian Bishop, who split down the lane and threw down a game-winning slam dunk before the time checked off the clock for Creighton as they won at 67-65. I feel like Ed Cooley's going to have a good background here and getting his team prepared out for this game today. They had 8 days to prepare for this matchup going up against Xavier, where Xavier took on St. John's their last game 69-61. They found a rising star with him. Freshman Colby Jones had a career-high 16 points. Jason Carter had 16 rebounds along with 11 points. Zach Fremantle had a great start out to the season as he was good to start off from the perimeter, but last 4 games he has really cooled off, averaging around 10 points per game during the last 4, so it should be a really great matchup. I feel like this type of game here could come down to the final possession, and this is what we've seen all throughout the season, throughout the Big East. Roger was mad at the dunk. So, should be Should be good stuff as far as this one. Yeah, they put, for some reason, Duke against Virginia Tech. They put it on ACC Network. So they basically like loaded up the schedule as far as that's what they've done throughout like Tuesday's games. But that one they put on the ACC Network. So they didn't even put that one over on ESPN. Providence historically has struggled at Xavier. Out of their 9 games at Xavier, they are 1-8 for Providence. Only win was back, I think, 2 years ago in 2019 in a very tight game. And both of these teams have split the series past 3 years in a row between Providence and Xavier. So it shows how tight this series has been between these two teams. Oh, wow, nobody hit the Powerball. What's good, Bradley? Welcome to the stream, man. Should be a good one here. Xavier going in the white uniforms, blue numbers, blue letters. Providence going in their black jerseys. Same colors I'm wearing for this one. Black jerseys, white numbers, white letters, starting 5. As Jared Bynum will not get the start today. It's going to be Alan Breed, the freshman, in place of Jared Bynum today. So Alan Breed, David Duke, AJ Reeve, Jimmy Nichols Jr., and Nate Watson, the starting 5 for Providence, going up against Paul Scruggs, Zach Fremantle for Xavier, along with Nate Johnson, Jason Carter, and Colby Jones. Should be a good one here as we get ready to tip this one off. Lance, welcome to the stream here, bud. 12 a.m. here, online classes, hours from now. Wants to watch it live with me because it's been almost 2 weeks. We're not during the stream, decided to watch. It's peaceful here. Glad to have you on the channel whenever you have the chance. Welcome on board here, Lance. So we get ready to tip this game off in just a moment here at half court. Early morning tip-off time for the Big East. Jared Bynum. He went into this game questionable, not getting the start today. And that is due to injury. He got injured a week ago against Creighton as we get ready to tip this one off. Of course, key player to watch out for, 2 of them for the Friars. David Duke, possible draft pick that he could be. I'm looking more like a second rounder or so, I think, for David Duke as this game gets tipped off right now. Providence controls the tip. They have it at the right wing. Duke bounce pass. Top of the free throw circle to Reeves. AJ Reeves has been able to break out as a third scoring option as of late here. A couple clutch shots to win games for Providence. They move it over to the left wing. Jimmy Nichols. Over around the perimeter to Reeves. Passes back over left corner perimeter. Nichols dribbles. 25 seconds through. Nichols puts it up, and that one no good. Wide of the rim. Off the rim. Rebound Xavier. So Musketeers first possession now with the basketball. Right baseline dribble. Bounce pass left corner. As they bobble it. Tapped out of bounds though by Providence. At the baseline. Last touch by Duke. As Xavier tried to dish it back out, but it was off Duke's fingertips out of bounds. 19-24 first half. Xavier will get the inbound coming up underneath. They pass it over to the left corner for the Musketeers. Dribbles. Pro hop into the lane. Moves it back out to the right wing. Colby Jones with it. Double team. Bounce pass right baseline. Over to Jason Carter. Moves it back outside. That's a 3 top of the key for Xavier. And they hit it. So not able to knock down a 3 in their last game. 0 for 12 from the perimeter against St. John's. They start out with a top of the key triple there for the Musketeers. They lead it 1 minute through. Second possession, Providence. Yep. Unfortunate name for David Duke. They should have done some historical research. Duke gonna take the 3, hits it. He's the sharpshooter here for Providence, over 40% this season from the perimeter. He is the go-to for him and ties it up at 3. 18:35 left to go. Xavier first possession, drives inside, puts it up and in. Good off the backboard by Colby Jones. So we're gonna go back and forth. Looks like right now 18.5 left to go first half. Providence third possession now. Duke moves it over to the top to Nichols. Pass over to the right wing. Breed over back to Watson and hands it off to Duke. Duke around the perimeter. 15 on the shot clock. Duke has it. Dribbles at the left wing. Moves it back top of the key. They'll take a 3 straight away. Got it. Big triple. Jimmy Nichols Jr. from the outside. Providence takes the lead. Trading 3s here in this one. 2 minutes through so far. I like that possession. Nice open jumper. Great look. Nice feed by Duke as well. Xavier has it. At the top, Fremantle. Shot fake, moves it out left wing. Bounce pass back over to Fremantle. At the left baseline, guarded by Breed. Puts it up, turn around, rolls around the rim, and that's going to be offensive here by Xavier. As they turn it over, ball goes right back over to Providence. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub here, guys. Welcome on the stream here and behind there. Basketball Werber, welcome on the stream. Just doing this game today, Aaron. 3-point shot off the mark by Providence. No good. Rebound, Xavier. 17:30 left to go. Good morning out to you guys. You're just joining us today. Xavier dribbles now, takes it into the lane. Carter, they're going to put it up. That's Colby Jones, actually. Colby Jones off the mark. Not a good look. Rebound, Providence. Great in transition this season. They missed it, though, that time off the backboard by Reeves. He tried to absorb the contact, no foul. Xavier dribbles now. Past half court at the right wing. Musketeers double team pass inside over to Fremantle. Snatches it. Missed the first one. He does get fouled from behind, though, so he's going to go shoot 2 at the line. What's good, Raptor? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Finally able to stay for a little bit. Glad to have you on the channel whenever you have the chance, man. Sister recently moved to Orchard Park, looks like. So, helping her move in. That's great, dude. So, right close by out, too, towards Buffalo. Now I can see his sister more often for sure, man. He's taking Providence by 2. I think this game going to be a really close game. First free throw. Fremantle ties it up at 6. Second free throw, Fremantle misses it. Rebound, Providence. 17 minutes left to go first half. Friars take it past half court with Duke. Providence rated 314th slowest tempo for Ken Palm out of 357 for college basketball this season. So if you guys have yet to bet on it, if you're thinking about doing a live bet for this game, definitely I would advise to take the under. Providence, off the pass by Duke, it gets swatted and stolen away by Xavier. Xavier drives to the bucket. They missed it. They get fouled as well. So Musketeers going to head right back to the charity stripe with 16:37 left to go. What's good, Bill? Welcome to the stream here, man. Took Providence here on the line. Hopefully they'll be able to pull off the upset, $500. Hopefully I'll able to make your day really well for you, man. And yeah, I was just saying, I think like a minute ago, definitely would advise to take the under. Providence is really just a slow tempo team. So they're going to slow things down. 6-6 the score. First free throw, Xavier missed it at the line. Second free throw coming up by Xavier. And Paul Scruggs hits that one. So Xavier out in front now, 7-6. Providence 2 for 5 from the floor so far. Allen Breed puts it now at the right wing into the hands of Duke. Moves it back over to Reeves. Reeves shot fake. Bounce past Duke. Duke double team. Passes inside. Moves it back outside to Duke. Takes a deep 3 from well wide. Got it! David Duke lights it up right there from the perimeter. Know what he can do. Providence knocking down their triples. They're not a strong three-point shooting team this year, but right out of the gate, 3 for 4 from the outside. Gonna need those if they want to get the W. Xavier double dribbles around the perimeter by Scruggs. It's gonna go right back over to PC here with 16:07 left to go. I think Ed Coley in this game, having his team prepared out here, 8 days of rest leading into this game. They know a lot about Xavier because they had already been preparing for them back in December to host them, but then Xavier went on pause. Watson inside. It's no good there. It's Nichols who went inside. So Watson tried to go up for the rebound, and that's going to be stoppage in time. Just under 17 left to go. So yeah, great start so far. David Duke lights it up from the top of the key, way outside right there. And that's why Providence got a lead 9-7 as we're going to take a timeout. Alright, welcome on the stream here, guys. If you're new out on the channel here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's morning breakfast out here with Behind the Arc Basketball. Feel free to grab your breakfast, your lunch, your Cheerios, your Chex Mix, your Wheaties for this one, pancakes, anything you got out there, because you're going to need it for today to get through the day. They're a nice big breakfast if you haven't already done so already to get you straight through the day here this Sunday morning. We got a great start out for this game. That is one thing for sure. Providence came to play. And on the road, 3 for 4 from the outside. The perimeter 3 is hanging in. Providence without their starting point guard today. Out for this game, Jared Bynum, due to injury. So their depth in the backcourt, it's a little quite concerning there. But Allen Breed, a freshman, he's going to have to step up big time today for Providence if they want to pull out this victory. And both of these teams look fairly even as far as this one. Would they got winning Ravens or Tennessee? I'm going to take Baltimore today. I feel like Baltimore is gonna be able to come out and prove themselves today and make sure that they don't get eliminated once again early on in the playoffs. So a lot of impact players in this match today. David Duke and Nate Watson, the top two scorers, the 1-2 punch for Providence this season, coming in number 3 and number 4 in the Big East Conference in points scored per game. And then for Xavier, it's their senior leader, the point guard, Paul Scruggs, leads the Big East Conference in assists per game this year with 6.5 assists per game. I think two really solid rebounders for Xavier as well. Jason Carter had 16 rebounds last match against St. John's on Wednesday. Zach Fremantle's averaging under 8 rebounds per game. Both of those players top 5 in the conference in rebounds per game. And going down the line here, Nate Watson. It's going to be a battle in the post today. For Nate Watson, scoring over 60% of his shots he's been converting from the floor this season. That is top 5 as well from the Big East. As well as Paul Scruggs, what he has done stealing the basketball, as he is top 5 in the conference in steals. So a lot of good impact players today out in this one. Did I think Derrick Henry's going to stiff arm somebody? I think possibly there could be a good chance for that, for a nice playoff highlight reel we can see there. Grayson, welcome on board here, man. All right, so 9-7 the score. We're gonna get back to action right now after this timeout. Providence leads at 9-7 with David Duke's 3-point shot, able to take the lead from way outside. We got 15:57 left to go, first half. Glad to cover some Big East morning basketball here for you guys out here. 11:17 on the East Coast. If you're out Pacific time, 8:17 in the morning right now. Good morning out to you guys. Providence gets the inbound. Watson moves it over to the left wing, but they're gonna call double dribble inside by Providence by Nate Watson before the pass, so it's going to go back to Xavier. Second turnover to game by Providence, 2 turnovers by Xavier. Musketeers have it. Dwan Odom, the freshman point guard, now into the game for the first time today. They move it over to Paul Scruggs at the left wing. Bounce pass. Carter has it. Back over to Scruggs. Top of the key bounce pass over to Carter once again. Backs his way on Nichols. Turnaround jumper takes it. No good. Rebound Providence. Duke going to come up with a board. Dribbles past half court here. 15.5 left to go. Duke at the top of the key. Moves it over left wing. Nichols elects to take the 3 at the left wing. No good off the top of the backboard and goes out of bounds. He had a good look though. Providence just selling for way too many threes right now. Definitely would like them to go inside on Nate Watson. And Xavier's attention has gone towards Nate Watson in the post, but They had the opportunity there. Duke was dribbling around the perimeter. Watson was able to post up, get space. Just wasn't able to see him in time. That was the thing. Providence pressing here. Xavier going to try to get past the double team at half court. Looking to pass it, and they will. Splits the double team here as Providence went into that full court press. 15 minutes as we approach that mark left to go first half. Xavier at the top. Moves it over left wing perimeter. Back out top of the key. Dwan Odom dribbles. Moves it back outside to Jones. Jones bounce pass underneath. They'll put it up big. And the refs are going to call a blocking foul, though, by Providence. Jimmy Nichols picks up the personal. It's going to send Xavier back to the line. Providence with 3 fouls already. Yeah, Nate Watson critically underrated for sure, man. It's incredible what he has done. I think he should get most improved player of the year this year for what he has done. It's amazing what Nate Watson has been able to do this year. First free throw good by Xavier at the line. 9-8 the score. Sorry to hear that, Jason. Send my condolences out to the family of your Little League coach, man. Second free throw, no good, but Fremantle gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in for 2. So Xavier by 1, 14:45 left to go. This is going to be a heavyweight contest today. Hopefully, if you bet on this one, hopefully you took the under, because Providence loves to slow it down. I think both of these teams are going to be able to score way below the under today. Lob over the top, big jam! Nate Watson able to slip that screen right there. Able to cut from behind and throws it down off the alley-oop slam. Providence by 1. 14:20 left to go first half. Xavier has it top of the key for Mantle. Moves it over to Scruggs. Pass over to the top to Fremantle. Dribbles towards his right, hands it off to Jones. Jones now right baseline. As he is guarded by Reeves. Jones bounce past Fremantle. Puts it back outside over into the hands of Scruggs. Takes it to the bucket. Moves it back 4 in a shot clock. They'll take a 3. Fremantle. No good, rattled out. Offensive rebound. And Brian Griffin puts it up and in for 2. Xavier's got quite a bit of size. 12-11 to score. Xavier by 1. Can Providence hit free throws? They've been improving lately. I think they're around like 74% in the line. So I believe they're 4th in the conference for free throws. They're not top in the conference for anything, but they're basically like top half for a ton of stuff, like 3, 4, 5 for a bunch of categories this year. Providence cuts into the lane, good for 2 by AJ Reeves. 13-12 to score, 13-25 left to go. Floater, Fremantle off the mark, rebound Providence. Here goes the Friars pushing tempo. They're great in transition as well. Duke dribbles, tries to get to the bucket. Big block though out of bounds by Xavier. By Brian Griffin. Clock will stop with 13-17 and PC will get the inbounds. Fundamental principles of baseball for over 35 years, man. Congrats out to him. Son Tim, big league pitcher. Wouldn't quit the drugs. Oh, man. Unfortunate, but so sorry to hear that. Condolences out to your little league coach and his family. Noah Horchler coming into the game as they're going to get some size out here. Good to see with a transfer from North Florida here to see Horchler into the game for the first time today. Providence takes the 3 straight away. Got it. Duke, triple once again. Lighting it up, 16-12 Providence. 4 for 6 from that perimeter today, looking nice. Under 13 minutes left to go first half. Xavier, top of the key with the basketball. Colby Jones dribbles now at the right elbow. Looking to pass it back outside. He does into the hands of Scruggs. Scruggs now will take it into the lane. Gets blocked by Providence, but the refs will call blocking foul here. I believe it's going to be the first personal today by David Duke. Clock will stop with 12:45. 4th personal foul picked up by Providence. Only 1 by Xavier so far. And the Musketeers with Scruggs will go to the line and shoot 2. Duke keeping his team right on his back. If Providence wants to come out on top, Duke needs to have a big game, and he has been able to do that so far. 3 for 4 from the floor here by Duke. Perfect 3 for 3 from the outside. 9 points he has got so far with some major triples from deep range. Scruggs got it on the first free throw. Second one knocks it down as well. 2-point game. Providence ball, 7 lead changes, 2 ties. Greg Gant into the game for the first time today. Puts into the freshman Hans Breed. Moves it over to Horchler. Has it left wing. Horchler back outside to the top of the key to Reeves. Reeves floats it up. Free throw circle off the back iron. No good. Looking for the call. Couldn't get it. Rebound Xavier. Musketeers moves it over left corner. Transitional 3. Takes it off the back iron. Big rebound by Providence. Saved it too as AJ Reeves able to get his full feet in control there. Just inches away from the baseline, able to rebound that ball. That was close. Gant has it at the left wing. Providence needs to take advantage here. They have it at the top, into the hands of Breed. Allen Breed, the freshman. Horchler sets the pick. Back over to Horchler. He'll take the 3 straight away. That time off the mark. He was great at North Florida with his 3-point shots. And he's got size as well for Noah Horchler. Xavier cuts into the lane. We do have a foul picked up here. It's going to be assessed to Providence. Clock will stop with 12:18 left to go. So we're going to go on a timeout here, folks, in this one. 16-14 to score. Providence by 2. Very good game so far. I think these Sunday games for the Big East, they come down to the final possession. You very well could possibly see one today for the early morning slate. What a start today. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well as I cover play-by-play basketball here. College games, NBA games as well on Behind the Arc Basketball. Also, special live streams from time to time as well. That's where you can check out the Behind the Arc Basketball channel memberships. We have special shout-outs at the end of my live streams for my channel members as low as $1.99 per month out there. And also, we got special live streams as well for anybody who would like to support those. Will be $4.99 per month for members to support those as well. But welcome out onto the stream. Also, we got a Discord. Put my Twitter out there, which I actually was able to preview this matchup. I posted an article right before this matchup started out on my Twitter page between these two teams for the publication I write articles about off the Sports Dish 14 for my Twitter. And also check out the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise as well. A lot of cool stuff over there. We've got short sleeve and long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, pillows, stickers, iPhone cases. All 3 of those links, Discord, Twitter, merchandise, are all posted in the description of this video. I'm going to post in the merchandise site. If anybody's interested, check that out. I just posted that in the chat if anybody's interested. This game is massive as far as March Madness implications. You're looking at it right now. At the time of, or actually, I'm going to go by, I'm going to take a look here and see what other people have as far as college basketball analysts. Xavier is currently in the field, but I don't know where they stand according to quite a bit of these college basketball analysts here. So yeah, if the season ended today, I would put Xavier into the field. Providence just outside in the first four, missing the tournament. But see if they have any information. They don't this morning, which is shocking. Okay, so this is what, according to, okay, so 20 hours ago, ESPN Joe Lunardi, with his bracketology, put in the next four out Richmond, Providence, Maryland, and Penn State. So those are the next four out grouping. The first four out is Stanford, Syracuse, BYU, and Northwestern. So Providence is in 8 teams just outside the tournament right now for bracketology. Still, we got over 2 months remaining before, just a little bit over 2 months remaining before Selection Sunday. So a lot, of course, can change. And Providence has definitely chances to improve their resume, to sneak their way into the tournament if they can get wins against Villanova. Creighton, if they can win their next matchup when they take on Creighton. So it's those opportunities to improve their resume if they're able to steal wins over teams like Villanova, Creighton, UConn at the top of the conference as well. And Providence is going to be in a battle for that number 4 team. I feel like in the Big East, coming down to either Xavier or Seton Hall right now up against them also. And Marquette in the mix a little bit, but Marquette's been dropping conference games as of late. So we're back into it. What they got to avoid is those bad losses. Teams like Georgetown, St. John's, they already got a loss against Butler. Xavier kicks it out, right corner shot fake, wide open 3. They take it, hits the rim short, no good. Nate Watson comes up with a rebound as we're back to action, 11:35 left to go. Welcome in Raven out on the stream. Interesting matchup for sure. I think this game's going to be a one-possession game for the final score. I feel like Duke has it. Left baseline. He backs his way. Turnaround jumper. Takes it. Got it. David Duke looking good. 11 points for him so far out of the 18, putting his team on his back. And if he keeps it up, he's going to be drafted for the 2021 draft if he declares. Xavier right baseline jumper. Turnaround. Got it. That's good for 2 by Adam Kunkel. The transfer from Belmont. He's into the game for the first time today. This game's already had 7 ties and 2 lead changes. Providence at the right wing. Into the hands of the freshman Allen Breed. Hands it off to Watson. Back outside to Duke. Swings it over to Watson. Takes the jumper. No good. That's not his game. Offensive rebound. Horkler. And Noah Horkler going to get fouled from behind. Nate Watson's got to use that post inside instead of settling for deep 2 jumpers. His game is all underneath the basket. Werber from the DR out here. Glad to have you out on the stream, bud, all the way from the Dominican Republic. One of Bradley's favorite teams happens to be the Chicago Bears. Got a very, very difficult game against the Saints today. They're going to have to really just be able to, if they want to make that a game, it's going to be their defense today for Chicago. It's going to have to keep them in. Providence inbounds. Right baseline dribble, Allen Breed. So he walks the tightrope, moves it out to Horkler, left corner 3, overshoots the rim, and it gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Ed Croswell of Providence, so Musketeers will get it back in a 2-point game. Ben, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much, bud, for liking the stream. Glad to have you guys out on the channel. If you're new out on the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Xavier down by 2. They get the basketball through Mantle. Moves over left elbow. As they turn the corner, Odom floats it up, no good. Rebound Horkler for Providence. There's a foul, though. Late foul call, and it's going to be against Providence. Ed Coley wondering what was that about. So Providence picks up their 6th personal. Providence with their 6th personal. It's going to send Xavier back to the free throw line. Oh, yeah, that did not look like a foul by Horkler. First free throw, Xavier hits it with Dwan Odom. Yeah, Xavier, tough team. This game is going to come down, I feel like the final possession. It's going to come down. It's either going to be a 3 or 2-point game for the final score. Second free throw, Odom, no good. Rebound by Providence by Greg Gant. My prediction, by the way, I predicted Providence 65-62. Providence has it top of the key. Horkler moves it over to the left wing to Duke, already with 11. David Duke dribbles around the perimeter. He's been a key player so far today. Halfway point here the first half. Duke, deep two, takes it. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound back to Xavier. 9:50 left to go. They push it into tempo, and they get the layup. So Xavier lead change. Adam Kunkel takes it to the bucket for 2. 9:40 left to go. Duke moves it over to Horkler. They got to take it inside. They've yet to do that today into the post. Croswell has it. A couple big players in Providence here. They just turn it over. Croswell misses the handoff. Xavier going to dribble inside, and Dwan Odom points off a turnover. 2 more for the Musketeers. 21-18. That was a bad play there by Croswell. Hasn't received much playing time this season. Gant around the perimeter, just turning it over. Flubber. Oof. Feeding it inside over to Horkler, and they're giving up this game right now. Uncharacteristic Providence turnovers. Back-to-back turnovers. And Xavier will get the basketball once again. So 21-18 the score. I don't know why in the world it just glitched again. It did that yesterday. Hey, Hell Warrior Game Day. Welcome on to the stream here, man. Went to North Florida with Noah. That's cool, man. 9 minutes left to go. Providence able to get the deflection and intercepts it. Bounce pass right baseline. Shot fake Friars. Moves it back over to the top of the key. Over left wing. Feeds it over to Croswell into the post. One bounce. Puts it up. Got it. Big hard-fought bucket right there by Ed Croswell to transfer from LaSalle. It's a 1-point game. Yeah, last week with a set scoring 62. That was incredible, man. 8:40 left to go. Xavier up by 1. Nate Johnson moves it back out. They'll take a deep 3. They got it. Xavier with a big triple from the top of the key. Knocks it down. They struggle from the outside against St. John's, but that one a big triple. Xavier by 4 with 8:20 left to go. Their second 3-point shot of the game. Duke slows it down for Providence. Duke at the top moves it over to Allen Breed. Breed playing today and place Jared Bynum out for this game due to injury. Got injured in the last game against Creighton. That ball is going to get tipped, deflected. Bad decision by Breed. And here they go, Xavier with numbers. Left corner 3, they'll take it, and they make it. That's unfortunate for Providence. 3 turnovers. It's led to points off of turnovers in the past 3 minutes to 5 points off of turnovers. Unfortunate, man. What's good? The Connect. Appreciate it here for stopping by on the stream. Welcome on the channel, man. We're going to go to a timeout. Xavier by 7, 8 minutes left to go in the first half. And Providence just crushing themselves with these turnovers. We're a college play-by-play guy pre-pandemic. I covered college and NBA games on the channel here. I've been doing this for almost 2 years on YouTube. But I actually never worked in like actual play-by-play on the site before. My actual job, I work full-time as a radio production director at a radio station, like putting together all the commercials and stuff. 27-20, Xavier by 7. Providence just killing themselves for the turnovers. And that's why Musketeers have been able to take this advantage so far. And they're doing it from the perimeter. Where they struggled against St. John's. They missed all 12 3-point shots from the outside. And today they are cooking 3 for 6. Just in transition. They're hitting transition threes off of Providence turnovers. And it's resulted today 3 steals by Xavier. Points off the turnovers, of course, crusher by Providence. Yeah, if you guys are new on the stream, 30 people watching now, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover college basketball games, NBA games here as well on Behind the Arc Basketball. Yeah, Kentucky turning the page, Jason. I think they got multiple opportunities to get themselves right back to keep on winning for Kentucky, because their defense is a strong suit. And the problem for Florida is their defense. That's the thing. And Kentucky's defense was able to win them the game yesterday. And Kentucky's going to take on teams that's they've got defenses that just cannot put together stops. Teams that cannot put together stops defensively, like Auburn. Auburn can light it up from the perimeter. That's the thing. They can score a ton of points, but defensively they struggle. Like they take on teams like Auburn, LSU, Georgia, Those teams struggle defensively. Alabama's been much better defensively this season compared to last year. Last year, they were like one of the worst defenses in all college basketball. This year, they're much improved. All right, we get back to action here. 27-20 the score. Providence needs to start clicking here, down by 7. Yeah, definitely the Canuck man. Thanks so much, bud. A lot of people say that. Providence has it, needs to start gelling along as David Duke was not on the court as Xavier went on that last big run. Duke is now back into the game. Floats it up. That ball is going to get tipped, deflected. Xavier comes up and keeps on getting steals. That's their 4th stolen ball today. Musketeers bounce pass inside. Shot fake Fremantle. Puts it up too high off the backboard. Rebound by Duke here for Providence. 7:30 left to go. It's been Duke that's had a big game today. He scored 11. Duke at the left elbow. Moves it over free throw circle. Jumper. Takes it. Nichols. No good. That's not their game. They got to go into the post. Rebound Xavier. 7:15 left to go. Musketeers to the right wing with Nate Johnson. Moves it outside Fremantle. They'll turn the corner, drive inside. Wilcher lost control of it, but stripped in the lane. It's going to go back to Xavier as the clock stops with 7:09. Let's see here for NFL for today. Let's take a look. I'm going to take Baltimore in the first game, Saints in the second game, and then I'm going to take Pittsburgh in the night game tonight. Even though that could be closer than usual. Xavier 3, no good. Tipped, goes out of bounds. Last touch behind by Carter of the Musketeers, so Providence will get it back. If you're the Friars, you've yet to score a single bucket inside underneath the hoop. That's where you got to go. Get Watson involved right now. 7 minutes left to go. First half. Duke will take a pass half court. We've had too many turnovers so far. Got to control that basketball. Gant back to the top of the key. Bounce pass inside over to the big fella. Watson puts it up, and no, but he's going to get fouled. Nate Watson finds his way to the free throw line, shooting 2. He's much improved this season. Just shy of 75%, I believe. And he'll be shooting 2 at the charity stripe for Providence. That would have been key there if he had made that up and in off the backboard. But great look to post up, guarded by Carter. And good to see that Watson is able to go to the line here. 2 free throws, Nate Watson for Providence. First one, got it. 6-point game. 27-21. Still a lot of time left to go. Providence has to come back. They got to start getting the handles much better here. Much better decision-making as far as their passing. Instead of passing it into traffic. Double coverage. Second free throw, Watson, no good. Rebound, Fremantle. Xavier with up by 6, and they have the ball. That was Providence's only first time today at the free throw line. 6:40 left to go before halftime. Colby Jones to the right wing. He dribbles pro hop, and that's just easy. 2 points right there by Colby Jones as Allen Breed just could not stick with him. That was his man and let him just blow by himself. 6:30 left to go. 3-point shots. Reeves. Oh, elevation, baby. Same exact triple he hit to send the game into overtime against DePaul. Look at that launch there by A.J. Reeves with the elevational J. 29-24, 6:15 left to go. That's his sweet spot. Musketeers up by 5. They move it back to the top. Fremantle dribbles towards his right. Now at the right elbow, backs his way on Watson. Underneath, and he's able to sneak through. That's good for 2 by the Musketeers. Tyler, welcome on the stream here, man. 31-24 to score. Providence down by 7 to get the basketball. Slows it down again. 5:50 left to go first half. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome to the stream here, man. A lot of time still. And Providence pass inside, and they turn it over again. Xavier dribbles behind their back, almost stripped, but able to get it back with Scruggs. Scruggs guarded by Watson. Now it's going to be switched over to Gant. Back outside to the top. They'll move it over. Fremantle. Ball gets deflected, stolen away. Here goes Providence transition. 3-on-2. Moves it out right corner 3. They'll take it. And they hit it. Big triple. A.J. Reeves knocks it down. Second straight back-to-back triple today for Reeves right there. Getting points off of turnovers. 3 of them by Providence. 5:15 left to go. That's a big 3-point shot off of that steal. Xavier has it around the perimeter. At the top of the key, Musketeers. Colby Jones bounce pass, right baseline. Shot fake Fremantle, moves it back outside. Open three, Carter off the mark, no good. Rebound Watson as he gets it with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. This is going to be a grinded out fest today. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here. Let me know in the chat who you got over here out in this game. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games. 3-point shot Providence. That one not a good look. Off the side of the rim, they missed it. Rebound Xavier. Musketeers with it, 4:40 left to go. Xavier dribbles, drives inside, floats it up, no good. That's contact though. And a foul. Providence will pick up their 7th personal, so after about 10 minutes and not picking up a single foul, Providence picks up one, and Xavier now going to go to the free throw line. This will be 2. It's a shooting foul when they were in the bonus. So this will be Nate Johnson, transfer from Gardner-Webb at the free throw line, shooting 2 for the Musketeers. Providence this season, 300th in the nation when it comes to three-point shooting percentage. And today they are lighting it up. Their threes keeping them in this game. So they've knocked down 6 of those from the outside. First free throw, no good. David Duke, the one that they need on the court throughout the remainder of this game, picked up a 2nd personal too, so that's tough for Providence. He needs to play perfect throughout the rest of this game. 2nd free throw, no good. 0 for 2 that trip by the Musketeers. Rebound Providence. Xavier now with the Providence now with the basketball at the right wing. Top of the key, Breed. Breed bounce pass over to Duke, free throw circle. So he's guarded by 1. Duke jumper over to freshman, got it. Sinks it right over Dwan Odom for 2. It's a 2-point game. David Duke putting his team on his back with 13 points. 4 minutes left to go. Musketeers ball. At the top, Paul Scruggs. Guarded by Breed. Slides it over left wing Johnson. Johnson back outside to Scruggs. Moves it inside. Fremantle turnaround jumper off the back iron. No good. Rebound Providence. Duke going to come up with the rebounds. 3:45 left to go. Here we go for a chance to tie or take the lead. Moves it over left corner inside. Watson backs his way. Turnaround. It's up. He gets fouled. And Nate Watson back to the free throw line. He wanted that one to go in. Would have been an and one if he's able to cash that one. But he'll go to the charity stripe coming back after this timeout shoot too. We got ourselves a ball game. 31-29. It's been points off of steals. We've seen a lot of transitional buckets out in this one so far. Good morning out to you guys here. 3:41 remaining as we'll head to a timeout. Some nice biggies hoops this morning. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play of basketball games here, college games, also NBA games and Behind the Arc basketball. Next stream is going to be 7 o'clock Eastern time, Tuesday night, Michigan versus Wisconsin for a big Big Ten battle. Feel free to join me there if you guys would like. And also, after that one, I'm going to post in the community tab after this game. You guys can decide which one to vote for. It's either going to be Baylor versus West Virginia or Kentucky versus Alabama, 9 o'clock Eastern time on Tuesday. Gonna leave it up to you guys in the community tab. I'll post that around 1:30, right after this game finishes up. I'll post that around 1:30 in the community tab, so you guys can go out and vote. Make sure to vote for which game you guys want me to stream on Tuesday night after Wisconsin versus Michigan. It'll either be Baylor versus West Virginia or Kentucky versus Alabama. Both of those games are over on ESPN and ESPN2. 8:43 a.m. Glad to have you on the channel here, Vaughn. Early morning stream out for you guys out on the Pacific Coast for a Big East battle going down. Providence's 3 is keeping them into the game. David Duke putting his team on his back, already scoring 13. What he had scored in the last game against Creighton, he has already got today with 13. Nate Watson's only got 3. He'll head back to the free throw line coming up after the timeout, but 6 rebounds for Watson. For Xavier, leading scorer off the bench, C.J. Wiltshire with 6. 5 points so far by Zach Fremantle. Colby Jones with 4, same as Kunkel. Yeah, a nice 11 p.m. stream. That'll be a very nice late game. But yeah, hit me up who you guys got out in the chat here. If you're going Providence, if you're going Xavier, everyone. If you couldn't tell, I'm a Providence fan myself. I'm a fan for college hoops for Providence and URI. I'm actually from Massachusetts, not too far down the road from Providence, though. For the NBA, I'm a fan of the Boston Celtics, big New England sports fan, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins as well. But I cover like the big games or so for college hoops and also NBA games. What a good start to this one here. Big East Showdown and these Sunday games. They are a battle in the Big East, and this one has proved its way for the start today. Providence was trailing by 7, and they were able to come back here, and right now only down by 2 with just over 3 minutes left to go. Tyler taking Xavier first half by 2 or more on the line. If Derrick Henry goes for 100 yards today, Baltimore will have problems. Yeah, Ravens just... they're going to have to stop Derrick Henry. That's a big thing. Yo, Craig, what's good? You're from Attleboro, man. Dude, you're like 5 minutes away from me. Dude, this is lit. Craig out from Attleboro. What is good, brother? Welcome onto the stream here. So it's going to be Nate Watson going to the free throw line shooting too. First free throw coming up. That one is up. That one is no good. Bounced on all the places of the rim and went off. 3:40 left to go first half. Yeah, most people don't wake up until 9 a.m. where Vaughn is. He's out in California. And he is up. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Xavier. Nate Watson missed both of them. They're only 1 for 4 at the charity stripe today for Providence. Xavier has it the right wing. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by A.J. Reeves, a PC. So Xavier will get it back with 3.5 left to go. This channel's on Fox, by the way. So this channel's over on Fox. 3:25 left to go here. Xavier by 2 to get the basketball on the inbounds. They have it at the top of the key. Dwan Odom moves it back over left wing into the hands of Kobe Jones. Back outside. Odom takes the 3. It gets blocked by Providence. Here goes the Friars in transition. Allen Breen moves it up the court to Gant. Gant now shot fake back outside to Breed. So over to Breed here as he has it at the top. He started today in place of Jared Bynum out of this game. David Duke at the top now with the basketball. He's guarded by Odom. 12 on the shot clock. Duke dribbles. Dribble drive inside. Duke splits defenders, and he's going to get fouled. Nice move to the bucket as the clock will stop with 2:49. Xavier tried to go for the charge. It's going to be a Xavier blocking foul, though. Yeah, number 3 for Xavier picks up the personal. Colby Jones, the freshman, just wasn't able to set his feet in time and get out in front and ahead of Duke. So Duke shooting 2 at the line. First one, no good. Man, the free throw is a killer today for Providence. 1 for 5. They're usually not like this. Second free throw, Duke hits it. 1-point game. 31-30 to score. Allen Breed going to check out of the game here for Providence, taking his spot. Jimmy Nichols Jr. now, number 5. That's awesome, Craig. Glad to have you on the stream, brother. 2:45 left to go. Full court press set up by Providence. Xavier gets right past that full court press at half court. They dribble now. Takes it inside. Reverse handed layup underneath. Not a good decision. They tap it back out and get the offensive rebound. Musketeers have it. Takes it. Bounce pass into the post. Fremantle puts it up and gets it for 2. 3-point Musketeers lead with 2:20 left to go. Yeah, Drake's undefeated. They were supposed to play Loyola Chicago today, but Drake had to go on pause right now. Nichols, bounce pass over to Watson, top of the free throw circle. Nate Watson, bounce pass to the right elbow. Reeves going to drive inside, puts it up, no good. Watson able to clean it up right there with a tap in. That's good for 2. 1-point game. Musketeers with 2 minutes left to go as they have it. They take it past half court. Dwan Odom slides it over to Kobe Jones. At the left wing, guarded by Reeves. Bounce pass left baseline. Pro hop. Lost control of it. Here goes Duke in the steal. 3-on-2. Providence in transition. Duke going to drive inside with a layup. Got it. That's good for 2. Providence lead change. 34-33. Minute 40 left to go before halftime. 13-4 scoring run by the Friars. Never count them out in that scoring run in the last 5 minutes. Xavier at the right wing with Odom. Slowing it down. Bounce pass top of the key to Scruggs. He takes it into the lane, floats it up, got it for 2. Lead change, here we go. We got ourselves a great ball game. Minute 15 left to go before halftime. Providence will take this one past half court with Duke. Duke dribbles at the right elbow. He has put his team right on his back today. Now at the left wing, Reeves flings it over, but that one's going to go over the head of Nate Watson out of bounds. Some uncharacteristic turnovers. And that one just an unfortunate turnover right there by A.J. Reeves as he fling it right in there over the head of Watson. So Xavier going to get it back. That would be a no there, Vaughn. Both of these teams in the Big East. Providence is right now 5th in the Big East, 3-2. Xavier is 6th. So Villanova, Creighton, Seton Hall, UConn, that's the top 4. Providence 5th, Xavier 6th. 50 seconds left to go. Xavier, deep 2, no good. Rebound by Providence. Big rip right there with a board by Jimmy Nichols. Able to use that strength to get that basketball. 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Providence down 1 and with the ball. Duke has it. Free throw circle. Almost lost it. And Xavier going to come up with a steal. Musketeers have it. They got numbers 2-on-1 as they'll go inside. Big block underneath by Providence there. So they'll get a Jimmy Nichols pass ahead of the pack. Duke gonna slow it down, set it up. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds left to go. Massive block there by Jimmy Nichols for a chance to get the lead before halftime here. Providence with 12 seconds remaining. Duke slows it down, 10 seconds. At the edge of the Xavier logo now. Duke with the ball, 6 seconds. Dribbles to the left wing. Watson sets the pick, moves it outside. Shot fake, open deep 2, takes it. No good, missed it. And that's how we're going to go into halftime. They had the look but couldn't hit it with Greg Gant at the buzzer. And David Duke in the first half, 16 points for Providence. The rest of the Friars scoring 18 points in the second half. Gotta take it inside with Nate Watson. That's where they need to go because Xavier's gotten in quite a bit of foul trouble so far. But incredible game so far right now. 35-34 as we go into halftime. Xavier by 1. What a great game. Big East on Saturday, and it has lived up to its hype so far today here. If you guys are new out on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here, folks. Ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Kamarlin, welcome to the stream once again, man. Alright, so we're going to go into half here. Feel free to hit me up in the chat who you guys got in this one, guys. If you're going out for Providence, going out for Xavier. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games for play-by-play here out on the stream Behind the Arc Basketball. From time to time, I also do special live streams like I covered the NFL last night. So welcome to the channel, everybody, and glad to have each and every single one of you on board. Lamario, welcome to the stream here, bud. Great game indeed right now at halftime in this one, George. Incredible matchup. Problem for Providence been the turnovers. They've turned it over 9 times in that first half. Xavier able to get points off of turnovers quite a bit with 3 3-point shots that they have drained down from the perimeter. But the Musketeers only 6 for 12 of the charity stripe. Providence struggling as well, 2 for 6 of the free throw line. So free throws have been rough here in that first half. But the big key for the Friars, David Duke, taking his team on his back, 6 for 8 from the floor, perfect 3 for 3, showing you the long range, the touch from the outside. 16 points alone by Duke in the first half. Nate Watson's only got 5, as that's been the duo so far this year. Both of them coming into this game. And they've scored double figures every single game that they have played this year, in all 11 for Providence, for both Watson and Duke. Duke today's only got 5. Big key here in the second half for Watson's only got 5 here. Duke's got 16. Big key, of course, second half. Get that ball inside. Xavier's got some size, so if they can get them into foul trouble, some of these players here, Fremantle into the post, Carter as well, that can open it up here for Watson. We're going to have to monitor foul trouble for Providence because their best player, David Duke, has 2 personal fouls so far. So Duke with 2, the rest of the team with 1 each. Nichols, Watson, Breed, and Reeves, 1 personal foul each, same as Horkler so far at halftime. And for Xavier here, they've picked up 5 personal fouls as a team, 1 each by Fremantle, Carter, Jones, Johnson, and Odom. I live in Massachusetts, like 15 minutes east of Providence. I live. So, not too far away. Vegas predicting Providence 76-64. I think this is going to be a grinded out type of half. I actually predicted here, I predicted Providence 65-62. It could possibly go over that or so, but I picked the under. Who did I got? Baltimore or Tennessee? I'm going to take Baltimore today. I think Lamar Jackson's finally going to be able to win this playoff game today. Yeah, so far so good, Bill. The turnovers cost them. They would have had the lead right now if they hadn't turned it over so many times. But hopefully they're able to keep this competitive. David Duke's picked up 2 personals. Just gonna play a clean game from here on out and take his team to victory. Exactly what I said in my article that I wrote up, that if Providence wins this game, it could very well be because of David Duke. And right now he has put his team on his back and scoring basically like almost half of his team's points with 16 out of the 34. As he is the best player in the court here. Out of all these players heading over to the NBA, if all these players were to go up for the NBA, it would be Duke that would be taken there in front of everybody who is playing in this game. I'm looking at Duke probably as a second-round draft pick for Duke in the 2021 draft if he declares. But he is the star of this team. Who do you think's winning the Super Bowl? I'm going to take the Packers for the Super Bowl this year. Yep, I remember that, Jason. I think that was an NBA Finals game. I remember we had 4,000 viewers in the stream, and I took off slow mode. Yep. Do I like Minnesota plus 10 or Iowa revenge 11 or 10 or more on the line? I'm gonna make that one a close game. I think it's gonna be by single digits. So I'm gonna go Minnesota plus. Yeah, I'm gonna go Minnesota plus 10 in that one. I think Iowa's gonna get the victory, but I think it's gonna be by single digits. Yeah, the road to 10K here. Xavier obviously doesn't suck. They start out the season 8-0. They're actually ahead of Providence as far as being in the NCAA tournament bracket. But both of these teams evenly matched right with each other in the conference. Providence 3-2 in the Big East. Xavier's 2-2. And both of these teams right now 5th and 6th in the conference. Yeah, 2-year anniversary of this channel is on Tuesday. Crazy how time has just flown by. Wow. Yeah, Ian puts out he thought UCLA-Arizona game went under 156. Maybe he forgot how to count, but it went over. Arizona's got some shooters in that team. James Akinjo transferred from Georgetown. They got some really good players on Arizona that can light it up. And UCLA, they're without their leading player Chris Smith for the rest of the season, and they're undefeated in the Pac-12. They're 5-0 in the Pac-12. So they're actually like they possibly could be ranked this week. They very well could be ranked this week for UCLA. I'm going to see here teams that should be ranked this week, teams that should drop out. I'll take a look at that right now. Oh, that's cool, K. Marlin. Thanks so much for the update there. Online tournament scoreboard. I'll keep that in mind, bud. Teams that's going to drop out of the top 25. You're looking at Rutgers to drop out because Rutgers has lost their past 4 out of 5. And just when I called them against Michigan State, they just could not hit a free throw. They couldn't even score 50 points against Michigan State. So Rutgers is going to drop all the way back from 15 out of the top 25 if I had to predict. And then Michigan State lost to Purdue. Even though they beat Rutgers, I think Michigan State's going to drop out too. So there's 2 teams that will drop out. And then Missouri also had a bad loss against Mississippi State. So all the way from 13, most likely they will drop out. So there's 3 teams at least that will drop out. It paves the way for 3 new teams in the top 25. You're looking at Alabama, definite. Should be able to make it into the top 25 for sure this week for Alabama. Second team in the top 25 should be Louisville in the top 25 as well. They should make it in. Then the third team, it can be either a combo here. I'm liking UConn. UConn went 2-0 this week. I think UConn, in my opinion, should make it into the top 25 this week. They're 6-1 though, but if not, definitely would go with UCLA. UCLA or Colorado at this point, but we'll take UCLA. I think Oregon lost to Colorado, but that was on the road at a very difficult place, Colorado. I would take UCLA over those groups of teams. And Oregon probably is the last team in the top 25 at 25. Yeah, Michigan State's going to be unranked since they lost to Purdue. They blew a massive lead against Purdue. Yeah, Cliff Omarui, that injury really hurt them, for sure, for Rutgers. Who do you think's going to win a college football championship? I know a lot of people are going for Ohio State. I'm going to take Alabama, though, for the title game. Am I going to use my other channel again, Final Yard Football? Probably not, because this channel is going just to be so bigger, so I'm going to do a lot of the special streams off of here, because I only have like 250 subs off of the football channel or so. It just never got to be big, and it's not under monetization either. So I'm just gonna use this channel for all that. It was like a lot to like go like back and forth between the two channels. I tried it out for like a couple months during football season last year to see how it was, and it just never really grew like basketball. That was the only problem. The problem with football is just there's so many people streaming NFL games for like live reactions compared to basketball, where it's much easier to find your stream for basketball compared to like an NFL stream where like everybody's covering the big game. Do I think that stretch of Northwestern playing so well was a fluke? Yes. I was so surprised about Northwestern. I actually predicted that they would finish last in the Big Ten. So, I think out of teams that were ranked in the top 25, I think Northwestern's not even going to make it into the tournament. By the time these teams like bang up on each other, the Big Ten, every single game's going to be a dogfight in the Big Ten. It's quite odd. There's so many blowouts. Like with these top 25 matchups in the Big Ten, like every single day there seems to be a massive blowout. Am I going to do an NC State game in a couple weeks? I'm not sure. Hopefully we can avoid that for Vaughn. Possibly we will have to see, though. Unless NC State takes on Louisville on national TV. Because I definitely want to call that one for Bradley if that game is able to come up or so. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at the North Carolina State schedule. So NC State, they're going to be a bubble team, I feel like, for this year still. They haven't played anybody legitimate they haven't won against anybody that's legit opponents. So this goes back to where they were 2 years ago, where they lost out in the tournament and went to the NIT. Because they couldn't beat top 25 ranked teams. They won by UNC by 3. They won against Boston College by 3. But then they lost against Clemson and Miami. And once again, they're going to have to prove themselves if they want to make it in. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at the schedule. They actually postponed that game against Louisville. So they have to reschedule it, too. A lot of their games are on the ACC network, so probably not. Unless, like, later in the season. Alright, so, yeah, Northwestern has a huge stretch here. So, they have lost their past 3 straight. They're probably going to go on a major losing streak here for Northwestern. So, they started out 3-1. Michigan State, Indiana, Ohio State they took. Then they lost against Iowa, Michigan, Illinois. That's a difficult stretch. And their stretch continues. These are the next games here for Northwestern. Ohio State, Iowa, Penn State, Wisconsin, Rutgers, Michigan. That takes you all the way to February 3rd. That's difficult. That's really tough there for Northwestern. If you're betting get Providence right now, Ian puts out at plus 3.5. He's seen the script too many times. The favorite makes a late first half run, so we think they're going to run away. Then the underdog in the second half comes out and balls out. I really think this game's going to come down to the final possession. So it's either going to be a 1-point victory, 2-point victory, or 3-point victory, which puts this as a 1-possession, 1-score game. Either way. That's my prediction. I predicted Providence 65-62. Like, all these Big East games, for the majority, for the most part, especially on Sundays, has come down to buzzer beaters. Xavier won a game with Adam Kunkel earlier on in conference playing a buzzer beater. Providence won A.J. Reeves on a buzzer beater as well against Seton Hall from the corner. A.J. Reeves also sent the game into overtime with 5 seconds left to go against DePaul a couple weeks ago. So all these games, like the majority for the most part, have been close. UConn played a tight game against Creighton. Providence lost by 2 a week ago against Creighton. So this game has script written all over it, possibly going to come down to the final bucket. Yeah, Jason puts out, you guys better vote for that Bama-Kentucky game. Okay, so after this stream is over, around 1:30 p.m., I'm going to release a poll out on the community tab. So make sure to check the community tab, guys, around 1:30 p.m. today to vote on which game you want me to cover on Tuesday. I'm going to be covering Michigan against Wisconsin on Tuesday at 7. But after that one, there's 2 really good games. After the Michigan-Wisconsin game at 9 o'clock Eastern, there's either Baylor versus West Virginia or Kentucky versus Alabama. So make sure to vote on which game you want me to call on Tuesday after Michigan-Wisconsin, either West Virginia-Baylor or Kentucky versus Alabama. Who wins national championship game? For college football, I predicted Alabama. What's good, Kevin? Welcome on the stream, man, today. This is my only stream today, but welcome on board, brother. Next stream will be on Tuesday. I'm going to take tomorrow off since it's just football tomorrow. I have a couple of things I got to catch up on and stuff. So right now we're just still at halftime, currently. It was Paul Scruggs that made the last point for the first half. So Xavier up 35-34 because Paul Scruggs with a bucket with a minute 25 left to go. And then the final minute 25, it was just scoreless. Alright, so we're going to start off second half in this game in just a moment here, folks. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified about future live streams. David Duke taking his team on his back. 16 points. Got to get Nate Watson in the post involved here, though, in the second half if you want to pull out the victory here for Providence and able to get this W. He's only shot the ball 3 times today in the post. He's went to the free throw line twice. He's only got 5 points. Scored double figures every game. It's going to be Xavier basketball first. They bounce pass it inside of Fremantle. As he tries to hand it off, ball gets stolen away here by Providence, 2-on-1. Duke dishes underneath, drives to the bucket, it gets blocked from behind, it's going to go out of bounds. Providence will get it back with 19:44 left to go. They've had opportunities. Providence is a scrappy team. That's how they were able to sneak away the victory in double overtime against DePaul. Able to do as DePaul lost the handles. Pass over to Watson. Top of the free throw circle, moves it back outside. Reeves takes the 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebound Xavier. 19:35 left to go. Musketeers. Euro step, floats it up. No good off the back iron. Rebound here by Nichols. Providence with the ball with 19:25 left to go as Duke slows it down. Takes it past half court. Moves it over to the left wing to the freshman Allen Breed. Pump fake, bounce pass over to the top to Reeves. Reeves dribbles towards the top of the key. 19:15 left to go. Passes over to Duke with 16. Duke dribbles to the right wing. Ball pickpocketed. It's on the ground. Duke able to come up with it and still able to pass it off. They have 5 in the shot clock. Moves it over right baseline. Watson puts it up. Got it. Exactly what I said right there. The key to the second half. Getting it into the big fella. Nate Watson now with 7. Providence with a lead. 36-35 for the first bucket here in the second. 1 minute through Xavier basketball. Dwan Odom swings it out to the top. Fremantle dribbles inside, bounce pass underneath, moves it back left corner. Still shot fake. Colby Jones drives inside, no good. Fremantle Or actually, it's going to be Carter able to clean that up. That's good for the two-handed slam off the putback. Xavier lead change. 18:30 left to go. Providence has it. Breed passes over to the top. Watson at the top of the key. Hands it off to Duke. Duke, deep three, separation, takes it, makes it. David Duke from the perimeter right there, top of the key. All daylight in the world, taking a big triple from the outside as he makes it. Providence by 2. 18:10 left to go. What a game. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. Xavier, jumper, no good, hit the front rim, rebound, Nate Watson. Nate Watson, 8th rebound of the game. 7 points. Providence with the basketball now. Left wing Duke moves it over to Nichols. Duke with 19, by the way. Pass over right baseline. Back outside Nichols. Ball gets deflected. Bad decision, stolen away. One man to beat. Nichols pickpocket. Has to play defense as that's going to be good for 2. And Nichols picks up the foul, and this game is tied, and Xavier will go to the free throw line. Jimmy Nichols Jr. costing his team at 2 points and looking like 3 off the board off a terrible pass stolen away by Fremantle. He lost control of it. His teammate got it back and got fouled by Nichols. And now shooting 1 at the line will be Xavier. Multiple players have scored today for Xavier down the lineup with 9 players. The free throw, no good, missed it, tipped up in the air, rebound Providence. Missed free throw by Nate Johnson. We do have a, they're going to say Providence foul here. Ed Cooley is livid right now. They're going to say personal foul. I believe it's going to be on Watson for Providence. Is it on? No, it's going to be on 5, actually. Number 5 for Providence, Jimmy Nichols, picks up the foul. That's back-to-back fouls by Nichols. He's got to stay out of that foul trouble right now. Xavier, pass around the perimeter, stolen away by Providence, and Xavier picks up the foul from behind also. So first personal in the second half, picked up by Xavier by number 1, Paul Scruggs. We have 17:35 left to go. Yeah, Grayson puts out they should replace DePaul with Dayton. I think, yeah, Dayton Flyers, I feel like definitely should be in the Big East, like in the future. Bounce pass, top of the key. Providence has it with Jimmy Nichols. Moves it over to Watson at the free throw circle. Guarded by Carter. Passes over to Reeves. Reeves top of the free throw circle. Looking to hand it off. He bounce passes it over to Breed. 8 on the shot clock. Allen Breed with the basketball. Moves it back outside to Duke. Shot fake. Dribbles. Able to gain some separation. Deep 2. No good. Hit the front rim. Rebound back to Xavier. And a tie game up at 39. 17 minutes even remaining. Bounce pass inside. Going to nobody. And it did get tipped out of bounds though by Providence. So Xavier will get it back with 16:58 left to go on the clock. Xavier inbounds, top of the key. They'll take a 3, and they got it. Big perimeter triple going down by the Musketeers, number 10, Nate Johnson. 16:50 left to go, second half. Providence takes it past half court. David Duke with the basketball. This is starting off like how it was in the first half. Providence at the left wing. Jimmy Nichols, top of the key. Looks to pass it into the hands of Watson. Hands it off now. Reeves takes the 3, hit the front rim. Not getting looks here for Providence as both of their last 2 shot attempts hit the front rim. Xavier gets the rebound. Deep 3 from the outside. They take it, hit the front rim as well. Providence tries to come up for it, but Xavier with offensive rebounds. Musketeers dribble now. Bounce pass off the body there. Nichols, and Providence going to come up with a steal. Great defensive play there, right in the key by Nichols. Duke takes it to the bucket, lays it up and in. What a move right there by David Duke, and it's a 1-point game. 42-41, putting his team right on his back today for 21 points with 16 minutes remaining. Over half of his team's points. Xavier in the post. Gets the ball stolen right back here. Providence back-to-back steals. 15:50 left to go. Duke pass half court. Bounce pass. Breed over to the top of the key. Reeves has it at the right wing now. 15:40 left to go. A.J. Reeves back over to the top. Nichols moves it out to Breed. Breed over to Nichols. Shot fake. As he has it at the top. Back outside of Breed with 5 on the shot clock. They move it over to Reeves here. Reeves dribbles, drives inside, floats it up, and too high off the backboard. Shot clock expires. No good. Rebound Xavier. With 1 second left to go in that shot clock before Xavier drives inside, able to get a bucket. That's good for 2 by Colby Jones with a left-handed layup. Musketeers by 3. What a game today. Big East never disappoints in the Sunday time slot. Providence only with 12 points in the paint. Got to get it to Watson here. Watson still has yet to score 10. Entry pass into the lane over to Watson. Missed it, though. Fight for the rebound, and Xavier going to get the basketball. 14:50 left to go. Musketeers drives inside. Big collision. That's going to be an offensive foul. Paul Scruggs picks up the personal as Jimmy Nichols Jr. puts his body right in there into the post, takes the charge, and this ball going to go back to the Friars. Incredible game here. Time stops with 14:52 left to go. If you guys are new out on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We got ourselves a good one here today on Behind the Arc Basketball. Incredible. If you guys enjoy the content, feel free to be a part here as well. Join the community as I cover college games, also NBA games here on the channel. What a game. Man, never disappoints. David Duke puts his team on his back. 21 points, 8 for 11 from the floor. Perfect 4 for 4 from the outside by Duke, along with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals in the block. Personal foul trouble. Jimmy Nichols Jr. has picked up 2 fouls in this second half, so he's got himself with 3 personal fouls. Other than that, Duke playing with 2, and the rest of the roster here, Watson, Breed, Reeves, and Hortler playing with 1 for Xavier. Paul Scruggs now just picked up his second personal foul. Everybody else playing with 1, with Fremantle, Carter, Jones, Johnson, and Odom. There's only one other college basketball game going on at this time. New Hampshire hosting UMBC as part of America East Basketball. New Hampshire leads it early on, 11-10. So that's the only other game going on currently today. Sunday's kind of thin as far as college hoops action. What a battle here. Number 5 between number 6 in the Big East currently. Providence at 3-2 in the conference. Xavier at 2-2. As we take a look at the Big East picture, this is what it looks like here. Villanova 3-0. They're on a pause. They've been on a pause for quite a while, right before the start of 2021, due to positive tests there at the program for Villanova. So they've went on multiple pauses now, 2 pauses. For Creighton, they are 6-1 in the conference right now, second behind Villanova. Seton Hall 6-2, but got destroyed a couple days ago against Creighton. UConn 3-1. They went on a pause, but UConn is back. 6-1 overall, 3-1 in the Big East. Then Providence 3-2, 7-4 overall. Xavier 2-2 at 9-2 overall. And then after that, Marquette, Butler, St. John's, Georgetown, and DePaul. Xavier's leading scorer today. They've got Nate Johnson with 8 points so far, and then Fremantle with 7. East Texas running back, welcome to the stream, bud. Xavier's had, throughout this game today, they've had 9 separate scores so far for Xavier. This team's pretty deep as far as who they got in the rotation for Xavier, and they've got 9 players that have been able to score in this game at least 2 points. Providence isn't really a deep team. They just have star power with David Duke. That's the thing, and Xavier's had a lot of difficult time stopping him today. 44-41, Providence still hanging in the balance in this one. Couple bad decisions in their last couple jumpers hit the front rim have led to Xavier here up by 3. And thank you guys so much for stopping on by here for some Behind the Arc Basketball breakfast and brunch during the early time slot here for this game. So Providence with the basketball back, trailing by 3 as they'll have it with 14:45 left to go. A.J. Reeves takes it past half court, hands it off now to Duke. Duke, a reliable option, top in the Big East, playing minutes per game, averaging over 37 minutes per game this season. Bounce pass to Watson, left baseline double team. Moves it back outside, shot fake. They'll take an open 3. It's up, got it. Big perimeter triple, goes down, tie game up at 44 even. Sails down by Greg Gant. 14:20 remaining. Xavier with the ball, tie game up at 44. 141 over or under. I would take the under for this game. Both of these teams are like gritty defensively. We got 88 total. Yeah, I would take the under. Providence is per KenPom around 305th in the nation, around that area for slowest tempo offense this season. Providence gonna get the rebound here. Tie game 44 even, 14 minutes left to go. Providence has it at the right wing. Duke passes inside the key over to Watson, puts it up too high off the backboard. Ball is on the ground. Providence able to get the offensive rebound. Bounce pass. Left baseline back to the left corner. They're going to set it up to Duke once again. 7 on the shot clock. Duke has it with 5 in the shot clock. Dribbles. He dribbles, drives, floats it up, free throw circle, hit the front rim, no good. Tapped out of bounds, last touched by Providence by Duke at the baseline as he tried to follow it up. And it's going to be Xavier basketball with 13:34 left to go. Yeah, definitely advised to take the under at this point right now. 13.5 left to go. Xavier has a Providence at the full court press. Xavier able to get it past half court. Yeah, Providence plays really, really slow. So yeah, they're like Virginia. They're great on the transition though. 3-point shot, Xavier hits it. 47-44, triple go now by Nate Johnson, the transfer from Gardner-Webb. Approaching 13 left to go. Providence will slow it down. Same as Kentucky. Seeing that yesterday from Kentucky. They love to slow it down, and that's how they were able to extend it, getting great looks on each and every single of basically the majority of their possessions yesterday by Kentucky. Providence moves it over right wing. Reeves with the basketball with 12:45 remaining. Over to Watson at the top of the key. He signals and hands it off to Duke. Duke with 3 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. It's up. And no good off the side of the rim. Goes out of bounds. Past 2 looks by Duke. He has taken those as the shot clock is waning down and hasn't been able to get him to fall as of late. They got to start getting Watson to post up here. Get him open into the post. I know that's going to be difficult going up against some size for Xavier, as they got inside the post guarding Jason Carter, Zach Fremantle, 6'8" and 6'9", but still needs to get Nate Watson, 6'10", involved in this game. 12.5 left to go. Providence only 4 for 13 from the floor. Xavier by 3. They pass it at the left baseline. Fremantle dribbles, floats it up. No good, hit the rim short. Fremantle able to get the offensive rebound. Moves it back outside. Top of the key. Xavier has it double team. Back out to the right wing. Xavier swings it over Fremantle, has it, floats it up, and that's good for 2. But they're going to count. Double dribble by Fremantle. Fremantle double dribbled with it, and the ball is going to go right back over to Providence. Turnover, Xavier. Providence now at the right wing perimeter. Watson hands it off to Duke. North Carolina is 7-4 right now. Pro hop inside, puts it too high off the glass, couldn't finish there by Reeves, and pass ahead of the pack. Xavier, big strip, but they're going to call Gant with a foul for Providence, so that will lead to 2 free throws coming up at the line by Zach Fremantle here. Xavier, as the clock will stop. So, yeah, UNC 7-4, 2-2 in the ACC this season. What's good, Jose? Welcome in the stream here, bud. We got ourselves a ball game in this one. Tight game throughout today's game so far. Largest lead, I believe, was by Xavier, up by 7. 27-20. That was the largest lead. Yuri, welcome onto the stream. Providence hanging in there. Just hasn't been able to take the lead. They've been able to tie it, just haven't been able to break that lead as of late. Yeah, so largest lead, Xavier, they led it 27-20. Providence at one point was up by 4. Both of these teams, right, basically fairly even. Providence plus 4, yes, I would definitely take that. I think this game's going to come down to the final possession. I predicted Providence would win by 3, but I feel like this game is going to come down to either 1-point, 2-point, or 3-point game for the final. Yes, I think Providence is going to keep it winning 3. 47-44 to score. David Dukes put his team on his back. 21 points by Duke so far today. And the rest of the team without double figures. Nate Watson's only got 7 so far, 8 rebounds. Welcome to the stream here. Nagraj, I'm going to predict Providence out for this one. In a very tight game. Very, very tight game today. My prediction was 65-62 Providence. So if you guys are going for the live over-under, definitely would take the under at this point. Because Providence adjusted offense efficiency per tempo is around 305th in the nation. They're really slow offensively. They'll take their time. Last 2 possessions, they took their shot when the shot clock was winding down to like 2 seconds left to go on the shot clock. So yeah, over-under total, I think it's around like 140 or so for a lot of people, putting out 138, 141. Right now with these 2 teams combined, it's only at 91 total. Yeah, definitely both of these teams playing well on both sides of the basketball. Providence much better second half as far as not being able to turn it over that often. which has been a key here. They just got to get Watson involved more into the post. That's going to be the big key. If Watson's able to break it, they got two really good guarding front court players here. Jason Carter, Zach Fremantle for Xavier. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games here as well, and Behind Your Arc Basketball, so feel free to check it out, be a part here of the sports community. So UConn, without their star James Bouknight, able to get the W over Butler yesterday. 19-point, or a big victory with Tyler Powell. He had 19 points yesterday in that game, as UConn got the W yesterday over Butler by 12, 72-60 without their star Bouknight. 47-44, Xavier by 3, less than 12 minutes remaining. So we got 11:56 left to go on the clock as we're going to get right back into action. Providence with 3 personal fouls the second half, Xavier with 2. It's going to send Zach Fremantle. So Zach Fremantle was fouled before the timeout. He's going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. First one's good. Xavier by 4. Second free throw, Fremantle. And he hits that one. Xavier by 5. Providence now with their possession with 11:55 left to go. Reeves will put it into the backcourt to Duke as he dribbles right past the half-court logo. 11:45 left to go. Hands it off to Reeves. Back out to the top. Breed over to Watson. Moves it over to the left baseline. Nichols backs his way on Fremantle underneath Nichols. Puts it up. Big bucket. Good for 2 by Providence and puts this one back to a one-possession game. 49-46 the score. 11:25 left to go. Second half, Xavier basketball. At the top with Scruggs. Moves it over, bounce pass to Kunkel. Back outside, Scruggs once again. Kunkel has it, shot fake left wing. Outside of Scruggs, takes the 3 straight away. Takes it, no good, off the mark. Rebound by Providence. Gant got the board. Moves it over to Duke here past half court. 11 minutes as we approach the mark left to go. Duke double team. Pass inside over to Watson. One-on-one advantage. He puts it up inside. Got it for 2. That's where you got to go on a one-on-one right there. Shooting 60% plus this season in the post. The big fella Nate Watson puts it to a 1-point game. He's got 9. 10:50 left to go remaining. Xavier by 1. They get the basketball with Kunkel. Left wing perimeter. Moves it back to the top to Odom. Back outside, Fremantle. Odom once again. He dribbles. Pro hop inside. Floats it up. No good. Rattled out. Rebound Providence by Nate Watson. Trying to get to a double-double today. 9 points, 9 rebounds. 10:30 left to go. Friars have it. If you guys are just joining us, spike the thumbs up. Happy breakfast, happy brunch here from Behind Your Arc Basketball for a great Big East matchup. Greg Gant at the right wing. Just this game tonight. So this is just this game today. So this is the only game I plan on covering. 10:15 left to go. Duke slowing it down. What a game. Duke double teamed. At the left corner. Swings it back out. Top of the key. Shot fake. Open jumper. Free throw circle. Takes it. Got it. Lead change. Providence. Jimmy Nichols Jr. Nice job with a pump fake right there at the top of the key. 4 ties. 15 lead changes. Incredible match. With 9:55 left to go. Xavier. Pass left right corner. Kunkel. Back outside. Fremantle takes the 3. Hit the front rim. Tipped up and it's good. By the Musketeers. Griffin going to get the tip in for 2. We're going back and forth here, boys and girls. Incredible match. Jose going out for the Musketeers out in this one. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got, Providence or Xavier. Providence came into this game 5th in the Big East, 3-2. Xavier at 6th in the Big East at 2-2. A half game behind. Providence left corner Duke. On a 1-on-1, guarded by Fremantle. Jumper takes it. No good, rolled around the rim, tipped up. And a rebound by Xavier with 9:20 left to go. Pushing tempo, pass underneath. Fremantle puts it up, no good. Great defense by Providence. Nate Watson with his 10th rebound of the game. 9 points by him. All he has to do is score. He's got himself a double-double as Jimmy Nichols Jr. put his body right out in front and played some defense right there. Watson in the post, gets it, double-double. 11 and 10 by Watson. Puts it up and in off the backboard. Providence leads it by 1. 8:58 remaining in this one here, folks. Incredible game here, guys. Providence with a lead change, and they will not go away. Nate Watson using the post to his advantage, 11 and 10, gets his 12th double-figure score of this season for Nate Watson, and David Duke already hit that well before halftime. Both of these guys, the dangerous duo, Duke and Watson, have scored throughout their 12 games this season, they have scored more than 10 points in each and every single one of those games. So David Duke carrying the way, 21 points. Watson with 11 points in this one. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Incredible matchup going on right now. Great game heading out for breakfast here for some Big East battles. There's been some classic Big East games on Sunday in the time slate, and we got ourselves, what a battle. Bill might take the over in the Iowa game. Definitely agree right there. Iowa struggled defensively. Minnesota can put up a ton of points. I would definitely suggest to take the over. I agree with you, Bill, right there. So, let's see. Minnesota coming off their last game. Last game, I think it was the last one. It was a rough game in between. Yeah, 57 they scored against Michigan. Yeah, that's gonna be a good amount of points between Iowa, Minnesota. Not sure what the over/under is, but I think both of them could have a great opportunity to get there. So I think Minnesota last game they only scored 57 against Michigan. They're due for another breakout game. Xavier's had 9 separate players score in this game today for the Musketeers. Leading the way, Nate Johnson with 11 for the transfer from Gardner-Webb. 9 points by Zach Fremantle. You know, what a matchup. Providence, big key here in the second half. They haven't turned it over that often, and it's led to them scoring more. Even though they haven't been able to shoot a couple low percentage shots in there that were contested as the shot clock went down to around 2 or 1 when it hit the front rim a couple of those times. Been able to get back in this game. Big key is able to feed it down low to their big fellow Watson. It's high like 160. Yeah, I think both of those teams can score win in the 80s there. So say if it was like 85 to 83, yeah, that would go past 160. So yeah, 160, 80, yeah, 80. I think both of those teams have a great chance to make it into the 80s tonight. Indeed, Watson an absolute beast, man. Totally agree, Jal. He should get the award Most Improved Player of College Basketball this season for Nate Watson, because he is averaging basically around 10 points per game more than he did last season, top 5 in scoring, and he's the reason why that Providence has the chance to make an NCAA tournament with his jump that he has taken this year. 5th career double-double, has yet to foul out in a single game this season. And last year, he was a foul magnet for Nate Watson. And this game today, he's only picked up 1 personal foul. Nate Watson with a double-double. 8:58 left to go. And Xavier took a timeout as the Musketeers will get the basketball as we get right back into it here, folks. Xavier gets the inbound. Paul Scruggs will take it past half court. Scruggs to the right wing guarded by Duke. Bounce pass right baseline into the hands of Fremantle underneath as he dribbles. He is swarmed, moves it back outside. Scruggs will set it up again. 14 on the shot clock, 8:40 left to go. Scruggs, pass over left wing Nate Johnson. 8 on the shot clock, Scruggs has it at the top. Moves it over right wing Kunkel. Kunkel now dribbles. He drives and puts it up. That's a hard-fought bucket for 2 by Adam Kunkel. 1 point Xavier lead, 53-52. 8:20 left to go, going back and forth. Providence basketball. At the top of the key, moves it back to the left wing. Breed, back outside to Nichols, over to Breed once again. Puts into the hands of Watson, hands it off to Reeves. Slides it over to Duke at the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass inside of Watson. Watson double team now. Goes into the post, puts it up. 2 more. Nate Watson. Oh, man, able to break the double team and able to put that over 2 defenders. 54-53 Providence with less than 8 left to go. Xavier possession. Top of the key, Kunkel. Moves it outside to Scruggs. Scruggs passes. Right baseline. Underneath Xavier. Kicks it back outside. Left corner 3. They'll take it off the mark. No good. Rebound Providence by Nate Watson. Guess who? 13 points, 12 rebounds right now by Nate in this game breaking out in the second half. David Duke will set it up. It's going to be Greg Gant who hands it off. Back over to Duke here. Swings it over to the left wing Nichols. Bounce pass to Watson at the left elbow. Watson inside, moves it back outside to Duke. He'll dribble. Shot fake, bounce pass. Watson left baseline, jumper, got it. Oh, he is getting hot right now, Nate Watson. 56-53 to score Providence with 7:15 left to go. Xavier basketball. Great possessions, able to get it into the big fella. Top of the key, Scruggs. Moves over left wing, Johnson. Drives inside, puts it up, no good. Too high off the glass, tipped around. Offensive rebound, Xavier. Bounce pass. Right corner shot fake around the perimeter. Kunkel takes the three. No good, tipped up. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Providence. Xavier ball with 6:56 left to go. What a game. Who do I got, Bama or Ohio State? I'm going to take Alabama in that one for tomorrow. Yeah, I heard about that. Caleb Mills for Houston and Oscar Tshiebwe for West Virginia transferring. Those are really two big names. I know Kentucky could possibly be in the running for Tshiebwe. I've heard a lot of Miami for buzz about Miami U trying to get a hold of Oscar Tshiebwe, which that would be huge for them because they are dealing with a ton of injuries this year. What's good, Ant? Welcome to the stream here, brother. What a game for Providence coming from behind. They were trailing by 7 in the first half. Now they lead by 3, 56-53, as we head on a timeout here. 6:56 remaining in this game. If you guys are new out on the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's going to come down to which team is more desperate. You look towards Selection Sunday, a month from, a little bit more than 2 months from now for Selection Sunday. And this is a time when Ed Cooley's team for Providence comes alive. And they find a way somehow to squeak their way into the March Madness tournament. It might not be the prettiest type of team, but it will be the grittiest type of team here, as they always are fighters, grinding it out, and they are doing it once again in this game, being led by both of their dangerous duo players here. David Duke with 21 points, and Nate Watson now with 15 and 12, taking over the second half. Yeah, Caleb Mills, American preseason pick player of the year there. That's a massive loss. Because he led the team in scoring for Houston last year as a freshman. Yeah, Providence looking good right now by 3. Hopefully they're able to continue it, man. What a game. It's been just so close and competitive throughout today. Providence hasn't had too many opportunities today at the charity stripe. 2 for 6 in the first half, is yet to go to the free throw line. Xavier is struggling at the free throw line. 8 for 15 today at the free throw line. This game could very, very well come down to, in the final minute, who can hit their free throws. And that has been a massive struggle today by the Musketeers. 8 for 15. Providence is 2 for 6, though. They've even got a worse free throw shooting percentage, but only got 6 opportunities at the line compared to Xavier's 15. Providence in the first half struggled with points in the paint, but in the second half going to Watson in a big way. For Xavier here, leading scorer Nate Johnson, he's got 11. So Xavier with 9 separate players who has scored in this game. Nate Johnson with 11, Fremantle with 9. And then off the bench, 6 points by Wilcher, 6 by Kunkel, 6 by Jones as well. So those are the top scorers for Xavier on this timeout. And Jose already finished the taco right there. Getting me hungry, bud. Okay, so we're going to go right back into it. 20 points in the paint by Providence, 28 by Xavier. Zach Fremantle's got 9.7 rebounds. Incredible match between these two teams. Big East basketball never disappoints on Sunday. Especially, what a great decision. Big East basketball for brunch today, for breakfast for you guys. This is awesome. Incredible how I'm able to cover this game for each and every single one of you today. If you guys are new, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Inbound by Xavier, underneath their hoop. Xavier gets it with 6:50 left to go. They turn the corner, drive inside. That's good for the layup, able to get behind Watson, and Watson picks up the foul as well. Or Greg Gant. Greg Gant was the one. Greg Gant was the one who picked up the foul. So number 1 for Providence, Greg Gant picks up the personal. And it's going to send Xavier with Adam Kunkel to the free throw line shooting 1 to see if he can tie it up, 56 even. Adam Kunkel transfer from Belmont, 8 points today. 4 for 7 from the floor for a chance to tie with 6:51. And he misses it, no good. Rough game by the Musketeers to the free throw line. Providence still up by 1. Really appreciate it, Quinn, for stopping them by, finding my stream, brother. 6:40 left to go. Providence tries to split the double team, couldn't. Ball gets stolen away by Xavier. Pass up ahead of the pack. They're able to get it. Spin move inside. Fremantle able to get some separation. Puts it up and in off the glass. That's good for 2 by Xavier. 57-56 Musketeers with 6:25 left to go. Not a good possession by Providence. That's how they lost the first half, was too many turnovers. They'll try it again. 6:20 left remaining. Duke will take this ball as he takes it past half court. Slowing it down, 13 on the shot clock. Back outside, pass inside. Off the fingertips of Watson. Underneath, though, Greg Gant, right place, right time. Moves it back over to Duke. Shot fake Duke. Takes the three, fade away. Makes it! Oh, baby! Hits the triple right there at the right wing. Providence leads it by 2. David Duke putting his team on his back. All-out performance here. You're looking at a rising star. First team all Big East you're looking at here with David Duke right on his back today. 59-57. Duke with 24 points. 5:40 remaining. They're going to find their way in there, man. They will sneak their way in there, bud. 3-point shot right corner. Good by Xavier. 60-57. Incredible game. Paul Scruggs from the outside. 5.5 remaining. Providence will have it. Duke dribbles past half court. It's all about the full cumulative schedule, bud. Still 2 months of basketball remaining. Never mind the Big East tournament. 5:10 left to go. Providence, bad pass on the key, gets stolen away by Xavier. Musketeers move it back outside. They'll take a three. Kunkel off the mark, tipped up in the air. Fight for the rebound. Offensive board goes to Xavier with a Providence foul. Clock will stop with 5:04 left to go. Providence picks up their 4th personal of the second half. They're going to find their way in there, I feel like. It's probably going to be like an 11 seed or so, or a 10 seed, but they're going to find their way in there. Yeah, man, they have to beat Villanova. They've yet to still play 2 against Villanova. Yet to still play against another game against Creighton they got on the road, though. As Fremantle has it, inside the post, puts it up and good for 2. What a game, 62-59. 5 minutes remaining. Providence basketball, we have been just so close throughout this game today. Ed Coley going to take a timeout for Providence. Providence with 5 personal fouls second half. Xavier with only 2. (62-59). These two teams looking like they're going to make the tournament. I feel like 10 and 11 seeds at the back half of the tournament picture. UConn will make the tournament too. They should be in the top 25 very soon for UConn. And definite to make the tournament will be Villanova and Creighton. So let's see our Big East basketball standings. Definite locks right now for the tournament. Villanova, Creighton. UConn will make it into Providence, Xavier. Seton Hall is... It's all going to depend. Seton Hall, it's all going to depend how they finish off the schedule for them. Right now, they are a borderline tournament team. Probably playing around. Same as you're looking at Providence, Xavier. These 3 teams right now are around playing around. Or so, bubble. For the tournament. It was still got over 2 months before Selection Sunday to change that narrative right now. Besides that, teams that's looking like they're not going to make the tournament right now, already rolling out. Butler, St. John's, Georgetown, DePaul. What you gotta have for these teams here to move on to make the tournament, you gotta avoid bad losses throughout the rest of the season. That's what you need to do and win against the top teams. Providence gets the inbound underneath, and the ball is tapped out of bounds too. It looks like it's out of bounds by Providence. So clock will start with 4:49. It was out of bounds off the inbounds. Or Jimmy Nichols Jr. Yeah, that was an odd play. Jimmy Nichols Jr. is in foul trouble. Okay, so they have ruled that before it went out that Jimmy Nichols picked up the personal foul. So Xavier gets it back, passing the key. Fremantle turnaround jumper, no good, rattled out, tipped up in the air. Big rebound by Nichols, staying in there with 4 personals, able to grab that board. That's a big one. 4.5 left to go. Providence basketball. Duke takes it past half court. A 3 to tie, 2 to draw, winning 1. He'll drive inside. Duke floats it up, no good off the side of the rim. Tipped up in the air, fight for the rebound, and Xavier going to come up with a rebound. Pass up ahead of the pack here. Xavier 2-on-1, shot fake, and Fremantle with an easy slam. 64-59, 4:10 left to go. 7-zip scoring run by Xavier, last minute and a half. Providence going to get back here to what they were able to do. Duke will hand it off to Gant. Now over to Nichols. Nichols at the left wing, hands it off to Duke around the perimeter. As he dribbles, that's going to be a personal foul picked up by Carter of Xavier. Finns, welcome in the stream. Yeah, Big West, usually a pretty bad conference for the Big West. Some of those conferences like SWAC, MEAC, those conferences usually the bottom. NEC, usually too. Struggling conference. We're going to go on a timeout now, 64-59, Xavier by 5. Yeah, Georgetown in a complete rebuild this year. Xavier on a 7-zip run. Great game. Very good game. Still time left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Zach. Really appreciate it, brother, for stopping on by. Yeah, I agree. Missouri Valley always has like a team that just randomly sneaks in there or so. Who won the Pac-12? My preseason pick was UCLA. Even though they don't have Chris Smith right now, I'm gonna still go with UCLA right now. I think UCLA, Oregon in the Pac-12, but Colorado, a lot of people sleeping on. They're much better than what a lot of people think. So we got 3:51 remaining on the timeout here, everybody. If you guys are new out on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games here in Behind the Arc Basketball. I'm glad to have you guys join and be a part here. The sports community out for this one for some early basketball action we got going on today. Leading score for Xavier breaking out as a late Zach Fremantle, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 11 by Nate Johnson. And for Providence leading the way, David Duke with 24. He's been quiet though in the second half, needs to start getting going here. Put his team on his back in the second half here. He had a huge first half. Nate Watson's been the go-to in the second half, 15 and 13 by Nate Watson. Yeah, Ronnie's praying here, 142 for the under. I think you should get there unless this game goes into overtime. 64-59, 123 total. So we have 3:51 remaining. Do I think Wichita State can beat Houston in the American? I'm going to say no there. I have Houston winning the American. That was a tighter game than usual. Wichita State, regarding the circumstances that they have been in the offseason, they've been shockingly pretty good this year for Wichita State. They lost 6 players to transfer. So we are back into this game. Providence will get the basketball. 3:45 left to go. Friars inbound. They have it at the left baseline. A.J. Reeves moves it over. Top of the key to Duke. Passes to Nichols. Shot fake back outside. Duke open 3. Takes it straight away. Makes it. David Duke with a big perimeter triple right there. 2-point game. Xavier by 2. Full court press by Providence. Xavier tries to get the pass half court. They do. Into the hands now of Scruggs. 3:20 left to go. Pass underneath. Carter able to break it and puts it up. Reverse handed layup goes down for 2. Musketeers by 4. Friars basketball with 3:10 left to go. Duke takes it past half court. Moves it over left wing. Nichols, entry pass inside over to Watson, puts it up and in, off the backboard, that's good for 2 right there, off of a double team by Nate Watson. 17 points, 13 rebounds today in this game by Nate Watson. Xavier double teamed once again off the press, able to get it past half court. Bounce pass into the hands of the ball handler once again, Scruggs. Pump fake, moves it over to Kunkel around the perimeter. 2-point game, 2:45 left to go. Out to Carter at the right elbow. Back outside Kunkel. Takes the 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Reeves here, Providence. As they have it. They're going to set it up with Duke now at the left wing. Duke gives it over. Reeves, elevation. Takes it. Makes it. Oh, big perimeter triple. A.J. Reeves sinks it for Providence with a lead. 2:25 left to go. I love that jumper he takes from the wings right there. His elevation looks so sweet. Xavier, right corner. Right baseline dribble. Bounce pass as they turn it over. Nobody there at the left corner. Turnover Musketeers. Providence going to get it back with 2:17 remaining. Incredible game going on right now. Duke and Reeves coming out clutch here with triples by Providence. And they've hit 10 3-point shots in this game when they get hot from the outside. Look at that. They had that game against TCU back in December. They got red hot from the perimeter as well. Duke took over in that one. Providence by 1. Incredible game. If you guys are new on the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here, folks. What a game. Providence with 6 personal fouls here, second half. Xavier with 3. Jimmy Nichols Jr. going to check out of the game here as Noah Horkler will take his spot. 2:15 left to go. Providence basketball as well as they get the inbounds. Friars take it past half court. Horkler with the ball at the, it's going to be into the hands here of Reeves now, top of the key. Moves over to Horkler at the free throw circle. Shot fake guarded by Fremantle. Horkler looking to pass it. He does into the hands of Watson. Top of the free throw circle. Under 2 minutes left to go. Over to Gant. Gant back outside. Top of the key. 3 fadeaway Reeves. Oh, sunk it down. Over to Duke actually. David Duke hits it from the perimeter. Top of the key. Nice jumper right there. Duke with a fadeaway 4-point lead. Insane game. He has got 30 now for Duke. Minute 40 left to go. Xavier 3-point shot. They've been cold as of late here since conference play started. Rebound Duke. David Duke taking over. 4-point Providence lead here with a minute 25 left to go. This is going to be huge. There's the tournament resume. Always remember this one if you make it into March Madness for this year. This is a huge game on the road at Xavier, where they have gone in the past only 1 for 8. Horkler, right corner 3, takes it. Oh, boom! He makes it. The transfer from North Florida, Noah Horkler, sinks it. Minute and 7 left to go. Timeout Xavier. Providence leads at 73-66. Oh, talk about these triples, baby. What a game. David Duke, 30 points. Phenomenal game. Nate Watson, 17 and 13. We're going to go on a timeout with a minute 7 remaining. Incredible game. Off the bench, Horkler has the 3-point moment in him. Hasn't had a strong season, but able to hit his first shot of the game off the triple from the right corner. What a game. Potential here for another call-in moment here. Absolute beast indeed for David Duke. Incredible game. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. I can't believe it here. Providence with their 3-point shots completely taken over. This team just not strong from the perimeter this season. But man, have they taken their shots, gaining separation. Duke's hit some difficult ones as well. Fadeaways. Top of the key. Horkler, the big one at the right corner. If you're able to make some shots like that, you are dangerous. Reeves with the elevation at the wing, able to hit one of those as well. And man, AJ Reeves, give credit to him, man, because this Providence team right now, they could be right now sitting with a record at 5-6 instead of 7-4 if it wasn't for AJ Reeves. AJ Reeves, the game-winning shot against Seton Hall in overtime. He got the game-tying shot against DePaul with 5 seconds left to go, and they won it in double OT. Minute 7 left to go. Providence getting hot from the perimeter. Xavier basketball, top of the key. Nate Johnson has it. He'll take a 3. Contested by Duke. He hits it. Wow, what a game. 73-69 as he hits the triple there by Xavier. That's their 7th of the game. Providence made 13 from outside. Duke double-teamed. Duke looking to pass it, and he gets fouled. Paul Scruggs not happy about that when he thought Duke turned it over as he was in the backcourt. And it would have led to a Xavier bucket, but that's going to be the 4th personal picked up by Xavier here. Took Providence 3.5. Hopefully that comes true here, GH. Appreciate, man, for stopping them by. 73-69. Providence will get the inbound with 53 seconds left to go. Horkler coming out of the game here for the Friars. Greg Gant going to be the inbound passer in the backcourt here for Providence. He passes it into the hands of Breed, the freshman, and they're going to say travel by the freshman there. Why is he handling the ball? Under a minute left to go, Allen Breed travels with the basketball, and it's going to go back to Xavier, turnover Providence. What's good, Jackson? Welcome to the stream, brother. 51 seconds left to go, Xavier ball. 14th turnover by Providence. Xavier will get it back. At the top of the key, Johnson moves it over Fremantle. Jumper mid-range. Takes it, makes it. 2-point game now. 73-71. What a comeback by Xavier. Wow. 40 seconds left to go. Providence needs a good possession to close it out. Duke is going to be the one to handle the basketball. Definitely need him. He is guarded top of the key by Nate Johnson. And Ed Cooley going to take a timeout. Providence down to 1 timeout remaining. Xavier down to 1 timeout as well. 36 seconds left. Phenomenal game here, guys. I told you it would come down to 1 possession. I told you guys before the stream, get treated out to some Big East basketball action. This game on a Sunday, it's going to come down to 1 possession, and that's what it looks like. It's very well going to happen too today. Bills fan Neil, welcome to the stream here. If you guys are new on the channel, I cover play-by-play basketball. Make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. David Duke for Providence, having a massive game. 30 points for him. 6 assists. 7 made 3-point shots. Nate Watson with 17 points, 14 rebounds. For Xavier, Zach Fremantle, 17 points, 8 rebounds. Nate Johnson, 14 points for the transfer for Gardner Webb. Incredible game between these two teams. You got 36 seconds remaining. And, not yet over here, Bill. It's actually not yet over. 36 seconds remaining, but fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed that they'll be able to seal the deal out in this one for you if you took Providence plus 3.5 or plus 3 on the betting line. Yeah, that's quite interesting there, Vaughn. So this game is yet to be finished. Providence going to get the inbound. 1 timeout left to go. Xavier with 1 timeout left to go with 36 seconds remaining. Xavier scored the past 2 buckets as they've been on a 4-zip run by the Musketeers. So we are going to head right back into it. Yeah, I saw the ending of Texas-West Virginia. Incredible finish there. Andrew Jones coming up clutch, brother. That's incredible. What a story. Providence will get the inbounds. Now what you can't do is turn it over. They put it into the backcourts. Moves it over into the hands of Duke, the one that you want to handle the basketball. There's a 14-second differential shot clock and game clock. Providence with it. Reeves going to hold it now. 25 seconds left to go. 10 on the shot clock. Friars have it at the left wing. Bounce pass Watson, left baseline. And it gets tapped out of bounds. Who touched it last? It's going to be touched out of bounds by Xavier. Clock will stop with 21.3 remaining. 7 on the shot clock. Providence will get the inbound. Coming up right underneath their hoop. Here's a crucial inbound. A.J. Reeves going to be the inbound passer. 7 on the shot clock. 21.3 seconds left to go. Here we go here, folks. 1 timeout left by the Musketeers. 1 timeout remaining by Providence. And the refs are actually going to go to the reviewers table and take a look, I think, at this to see who last touched it out. That appeared that it was out of possession under review. So they're going to see who last touched it out. I believe it was out of bounds by Xavier, but we haven't seen an instant slow-mo replay yet. We'll take a look and see. Man, coming down Sunday morning basketball here. Whose fingertips was it off of? I think that's off of number 1 with a swat out of bounds for Xavier. I think that's off of Scruggs guarding Watson. Scruggs came in late there with a backhand behind Watson as he got the bounce pass to the left baseline. I think that's out of bounds by Scruggs as they're taking a look at it right now. If we have that closer, let's see. Watson here. Scruggs. Ooh. Very tight. We can't see from that angle. I think Scruggs was the one who knocked it out of the hands of Watson. Definitely for sure, Grayson. These games are a lot of these Big East games this year. Head-to-head matchups going down to the final possession. And this is going to be another one. I had said it in the pregame. Now I'm saying it now. Coming down to the final possession. Bears or Saints? I'm taking the Saints. What a game. Still reviewing this possession here, folks. 21.3 seconds remaining. I wish they could give us a better camera angle. Nate Watson, he bobbles it. Scruggs, yes. Paul Scruggs was the one who forced it from behind off the fingertips of Watson. So Scruggs was the one who poked it out of bounds. So this should be Providence basketball retaining it with 21.3 left to go. So Providence will get the inbound coming up underneath their hoop. 7 on the shot clock, 21.3 seconds remaining. Alright, so Providence retains this basketball. Going to be the inbound passer, Greg Gant now for Providence. On the court for Providence, Nichols Jr., Watson, Gant, and Reeves. Pass it over to Reeves, left corner perimeter, guarded by Scruggs. And the ball tapped out of bounds once again. Last touch by Scruggs, and he is yelling at the officials once again. He thought that was out of bounds by Providence, but it was tapped out of bounds by Scruggs. 19.5 left to go. Now 5 in the shot clock. 1 timeout left to go for both of these teams. Providence will get the inbound again. Duke will be the inbound passer. Duke looking to pass it off. He's going to put it at the left baseline. Shot fake. Left baseline. Tiptoes down the tightrope. Floats it up. And stepped out of bounds. Turnover. Providence. Oof. Jimmy Nichols turns it over with 16 seconds remaining. Now you're going to rely on your defense to get yourselves the W. Oh, he's clearly out of bounds. Jimmy Nichols steps out of bounds. And the shot was just not even close. Behind the backboard. 16.2 left to go. Jimmy Nichols. Come on, man. Xavier's going to get the possession here with a chance to tie or win the game. Coming up with 16.2 on the clock. What a game Big East basketball at its finest here, folks. Before you head out, make sure to spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well, as we got an incredible game. Sunday, living up to the moment. Game winner, Adam Kunkel, fade away at the left wing against Marquette. Got the W 91-88 back on December 20th. This has been the story of the Big East. UConn lost against Creighton in overtime. Providence won in overtime, left corner 3. As the seconds wound down against Seton Hall to get the W. Then Providence able to force overtime with 5 seconds left to go. Game-tying 3 in regulation by A.J. Reeves with the elevation, able to sink down the triple. And they forced overtime against DePaul, and Providence won it in double OT in that one. Incredible Big East games that we have had this season, and we're going to see another great finish here. 73-71, 16.2 seconds remaining, and Xavier will get the basketball for one final possession coming up. What a game. Talk about who's going to make the tournament. It could very well come down to this game today. Every single game counts. This game determines on who's the most desperate team. A Big East heavyweight matchup, and it comes down to the final possession. Xavier out of timeouts. They took their final timeout. Providence with one timeout remaining. They will break the huddle now. It will be Xavier basketball. Going to inbound underneath their hoop here with 16.2 left to go. Or Xavier going to inbound in their backcourt here. So yeah, Xavier going to inbound in their backcourt here. So I have to dribble the length of the court. 16.2 remaining. Musketeers will get the inbounds. Xavier to get the inbound. They put it in the backcourt into the hands of Scruggs. Takes it past half court. 12 seconds left to go. Scruggs dribbles at the left wing, guarded by Duke. Bounce past top of the key, Fremantle. Hands it off now. Turns the corner, drives inside. Kunkel, pass out right corner, shot fake. Dribbles. Top of the key, 3. Takes it, 2 seconds is up. Oh no, he got it with .1. You gotta be kidding me. Xavier takes the 3 wide open and makes it. And Providence with .1 as the game hero goes out in this one. That is unreal. Colby Jones, the freshman, makes it with .1. That is unreal. What a game. 74-73 with .1 left to go. It came down to the final possession. Exactly what I told you guys. That is unreal. This is Big East basketball at its finest. Every single Sunday, it's like this. Like every single game, this is unreal here. What a pass. Adam Kunkel drives, turns, dish out right corner. Jones takes it back. Nobody guarded Jones. And Jones able to knock it down. With .1 left to go. Unreal. Unreal game here, folks, in this one. Obviously, with .1, you don't have any time left to go. Unbelievable game. That was Jimmy Nichols' man, and Jimmy Nichols choked this game for Providence. He really was a big fat choker today for Jimmy Nichols. He turned it over with 16 seconds left to go. He had a couple bad possessions and choked it away. Horkler here with just the full court pass with .1. Just pass up the full court. It's just off the rim, and that's it. Game over. That is unreal. 74-73, Xavier with a W in just crazy game. Crazy game here, folks, out in this one. As this game has gone final. So this game has gone final here. Xavier by 1. And history repeats itself. Colby Jones, 25 points for the rising freshman over the last 2 games. 19 points in the other 5 games he played combined. And just insane game. Man, they just could not close it out. Xavier closes it out here on a phenomenal 7-0 run in the final minute 15 to get the W. Just an unreal game. And when the March Madness Selection Tournament Committee takes a look at this, that's going to be a tough one. That is going to be a tough one, determining if you play in the play-in game for Providence, which it looks like you have the chance. Providence versus Oklahoma. Providence versus Stanford, Providence versus USC, in the 11 versus 11 playing game, but you just threw it to a potential looking like a 10 seed or a 9 seed in the tournament to Xavier, which you threw this game to. And this game has gone final 74-73, Xavier by 1. It's just unreal game. Jimmy Nichols Jr. choked it. He choked it away for Providence and lost this game. He absolutely choked this game. So that's a wrap out to this one here, everybody. If you guys are new, before you go, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And feel free to be a part here, future live streams here. Just insane game. Crazy. I can't believe it. So that's a wrap here. Before I sign off, thank you out to the channel members here. Jack, Jason, the sports expert, for being a part here on the channel. Out to my channel members for you guys. Gonna sign off here. I'll be back on Tuesday, and make sure to check out the poll in a little bit. I'm going to post up for, you guys can decide which stream I plan on covering on Tuesday between Baylor, West Virginia, or Kentucky versus Alabama on Tuesday. I'll post that in the poll in about around 1:30 or so. I have it scheduled out. So make sure to take a look at that, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, as this is Behind Your Basketball.